Hi everyone, Monique here with Little Gems Creations 1. Today we are going to be making a heart graft Barbie sweater, and we're going to start that in just a moment. Hi everyone, Monique here with Little Gems Creations 1. Today we are going to be making a heart Barbie sweater. You're going to need 2 colors of yarn. You're going to need your knitting needles. Now these ones are size 3 3/4. You're going to need the graph, which I'm going to put a picture at the beginning of the video, so you should just screenshot it and then print it. And a pencil to color off as you do it. Okay. So, to start, we are going to take our main color and we're going to make a slip knot. So, to make a slip knot, I cross my yarn. Okay, so I cross my yarn and I have a loop. I hold the cross between my fingers. I take the tail and put it around the loop, and then I put the loop through and pull tight, and there's my slip knot. Okay, so let's do that again. So I cross my yarn. I hold where I've crossed my yarn. Okay, so crossed yarn. I hold it. I take my thread, my yarn. I go around the loop that I've made. I did that backwards because I want to do it with my tail. So I cross my yarn at the back. Hold the cross. Go around my thumb. Pull the tail through here and pull tight. If you have another way of making a slip knot, main thing is you need a slip knot. Okay, now I'm gonna put this on my needle. You know what, I'm gonna have to adjust my camera, bear with me. I'm outside today, it's a gorgeous day, so. Okay, so we're gonna go into, and we're gonna cast on. So yarn over, pull through, put on the needle. Now I'm going between the 2 stitches. See that? And then I'm putting yarn over, pull through. Okay. And I'm gonna do that for 13 stitches, okay? So do that. Sorry, I'm working around a camera and it's quite difficult. I think I'm too close. Okay. Pull through onto the needle, in between. Oh, dang it. Oh, and my yarn is 4-ply worsted weight. So I've got 5 and I want to do 13. 6, 7. Oh my. Sorry. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whoops, and 13. So double count because I had a bit of a struggle there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So now we are gonna knit for 4 rows. So on the side of my paper here, I'm just gonna put a knit, and then I'm gonna put ticks for every row I've done. Okay, so that's how I keep track. So knit for 4 rows, meet me back. Okay, so I'm back, and I did my 4 rows. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work our chart from the bottom up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm only starting on the row that there's color, okay? So we've done our 4 rows, and this is the bottom of the sweater. Now we are going to do, actually, yeah, let's do 1 row blank. Okay, so just do, no, we're not gonna, we're gonna do it like I originally planned. Okay, so 13 stitches. So this graph is 13. So your first one is blank, okay? First stitch is blank. Then I'm gonna start on this side. So we're gonna start with the first row that's color, okay? So this has color, we'll follow that all the way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are gonna be blue besides the one we already did, okay? So a total of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're gonna add our alternate color. So we go into the stitch. We'll take our alternate color. We're gonna leave a bit of a tail. We're gonna just pull it through. And then very gently, because we don't wanna distort stitches, we're gonna bring that blue along the back, and we'll do the rest of our stitches to the end of the row. Okay, so there we go. We've started the heart, okay? So now we have done on our chart, we have started over here lining up with our color. So we've done this one, 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 this one. Okay? And if you want to color it in nice and neat, whatever. I'm not a neat person. Okay, so the next row we're going to do pearl. Okay? So we are going to do, let's see now. We're doing 1 stitch, which is blank. That's our blank one. Okay? And then we're going to do 4 more stitches, so a total of 5 stitches. Oh, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, 4. So 5 total, right? Because we had the blank one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now taking the working part of your alternate color, we are just going to gently, you're not pulling tight, we're gonna do that stitch. We're gonna cross the blue over, but it's not gonna do anything. We're just taking it along with us for the ride. Do that one. Blue over, and do this one. Now, since we took our blue along for the ride, we can just finish off the row. Oh, it's gorgeous out here. I can smell the lilacs and, oh. Okay, So this is what we've got so far. Okay, so you see how our heart is starting to shape there? Okay, and then we go to our chart and we just do the same thing. We squiggle that line through. Okay, so now we're on this one. So we have to do our blank one. And then we're gonna do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna take that pink from the back and we're gonna do that. Now, we're gonna go in for our next pink, but we've gotta twist these so we bring the blue along the back for the ride. Okay? Then we'll do the pink. Get ready for the next one. Twist it with the blue so that the blue is coming along for the ride. But we're not pulling tight, we're just dragging that blue across. And then same thing. And then same thing. Okay? And then our blue, since we brought it along, is already here to finish off the row. Now, it's very important you're not pulling, when you're taking the blue along for the ride, you're not pulling it too tight because you don't want to distort your stitches, okay? So make sure that blue is just getting laid along the back. Okay, and this is what we've got so far. So our heart is coming along. Don't forget to squiggle out your row on your chart. Okay, so now we are gonna purl, and we're gonna purl our blank one. Then we're gonna purl 2 more, so a total of 3 purls. Then we've got our pink, so we want to cross that over so the blue is tagging along. We're gonna do our pink. Okay, cross it so the blue is tagging along. Pink. Oops, sorry. Pink. 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 Tag that blue along. Pink. And then tag the blue along. Pink, and now we'll finish off the row with blue. Okay, and this is where we're at. So see, our heart is totally starting to show. Okay, so squiggle out that line on your chart. And then we're going to do the next row. Okay, so we have 2 more rows of increasing with pink per row. So do that and meet me back, okay? So then we'll do, so 2 more rows with the increase the pink and drag along your blue just like I showed you. So meet me back. Okay, so I'm back. I've done all the increase. So now this next row is just going to be even. Okay, so we're going to do 1 blue, and then pinks all across. And so you have to bring your blue along the way. So I've did this for my last row. I did 2 stitches and then I twisted the blue in. Jeez. And then I did 2 more stitches and I twisted that blue in. And then I did 2 more stitches And I twisted the blue in. And then 2 more. And I twisted the blue in. 2 more. Twisted the blue in. 1 more. And then 1 blue. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So squiggle off that one. Okay, so now our next row, see here, we have this space. So we've got to do 5 pink, 1 blue, 5 more pink. So we're gonna do, this is in pearl. So we're gonna do, jeez. Wait, it's hard with the knitting needles because they keep tapping on my table. So we're gonna do 1 blue, twist in our pink, and I'm gonna do 2 pink, twist our blue, 2 more pink, twist in our blue. Now it's 1 pink, 1 blue, 1 pink, well, 2 pinks, twist in our blue, 2 pinks, 1, 2, twist in our blue, 1 pink, and finish with the blue. Okay, so you see what we've done here? We've started the point or the middle part of our cross, or of our cross, of our heart. Okay, so squiggle out that line. Now we're on the final line of our heart. So now we are going to, we are going to do 2 blue, 3, but after 2, twist in your blue, 3 pink, a blue, another blue, twist in your pink to carry it along, and another blue, your pink twice, your blue, nope, sorry, not a blue. Haha, good thing I was following the chart. Sorry, another pink, then your 2 blue to finish off. And that finishes our chart. I'm just giving it some pulls to make sure it's not sitting too tight. I tend to knit and crochet tight, so this is what we've got so far, okay? So we did 4 rows of our ribbing here, okay, of knit. Then we did the chart, which was 9 rows. Now we are going to do just 1 row of blue pearl all the way across. Leave a tail on your pink and you can cut it. And meet me back. Blank row. And I cut my pink. I left a good tail. Now we are going to add on the sleeves. So we're going to go, sorry. we are going to go to this first stitch and we're going to knit, but we're going to put it on the stitch and then go in between, and we're going to do 5 stitches. We're casting on 5 stitches. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we should have 18 stitches total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Now we're just going to knit all the way to the other side. So do that, meet me back. Work, and now I'm on the purl side. So what I'm going to do before I start my purl row is on this side, I'm going to cast on 5 stitches. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5. So that's gonna give me 23 stitches. So let's count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 23. Okay. Now, when I was younger, I used to think that I didn't have to count my stitches all the time, and that somehow I wasn't very good if I had to count my stitches. But I'm telling you here now, it's worth it to count your stitches just so that you're on track with stuff. Okay? A little bit of a dog happening going on, so I had to pause. Okay, so now we're just gonna purl across this row. And this that we're doing back and forth where you knit a row and purl a row is called stockinette stitch. So that's what we're doing by doing 1 row knit, 1 row purl. So I want you to purl across this row, and then I want you to do 4 rows total of, not counting these 2, of 1 row knit, 1 row purl. So you do 4 more rows and then meet me back. Not counting these 2, so once all is said and done, we'll be at like 6 rows worth of sleeves-ish. Oops, don't do that. Dropping a stitch is never good. Okay, so I'm at the end, so 4 rows. Meet me back. And as you can see on my sheet, I just wrote right here, I wrote sleeves and I put 4 rows. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to knit 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're going to knit 1 more, and then we're going to take the previous stitch and we're going to put it over the top. Okay, so we cast off 1. We're going to cast off 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on this side, you should have 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Cast off 7, and then you should have 2, 4, 6, 7 plus 1 would be 8 for this side. So knit to the end of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got our 8. Let's just count to double check. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Now we're on the purl row. So we're going to purl across 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn my work, and the only, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. The only reason I turn my work is we need to cast on the 7 we just cast off, but I don't know how to do that in purl, so I do it in knit. So we're going between the 2 stitches. We're pulling through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn your work so you're back at the purl facing you, and we're just going to purl the rest of the row. Okay, so we purled the rest of the row. So basically what we have here now is our sweater. We've got our heart. We've got our sleeves. We've got our neck. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do everything in reverse. So once again, you're gonna do 4 rows of stockinette stitch. So 1 row knit, 1 row purl, 1 row knit, 1 row purl for 4 rows to make up the sleeves, and then meet me back. Okay, so I've done the 4 rows for my sleeve. Now we're gonna cast off 5 stitches. So we knit 2, and the first one goes over top of the second one. So that's cast off 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then knit to the end of your row. Meet me back. Okay, so I did that. So see, those ones are cast off. So now we're gonna do the same thing on this side. We are gonna purl 2, 1, 2. By the way, in case I didn't tell you, this sweater is a short sleeve. So cast off 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we just purl to the end of the row. Meet me back. Chart. So I have numbered my chart on this side, and the number of colored, like rows with colors, is 9 rows. So I want you to do 9 rows in stockinette stitch and then meet me back. Okay, so I did my 9 rows and I've ended up on the purl row. Now to finish off the sweater, we're gonna do 4 rows of knit, just like we did at the beginning bottom here. Okay, so do 4 rows of knit and then we'll do our cast off and we'll be done. 4 rows of knit and meet me back. So by now you should be an expert about casting off. So here's all we're gonna do is we're gonna cast off our stitches. So you knit 2, previous one over top of the one you just did. Knit another, previous over the one you just did. We're gonna do this all the way across. And then we're gonna leave a nice long tail because we're gonna use that tail to sew up one of the sides. Okay, so I love these Barbie sweaters. I have made them all different types of ways. I change up the stitches and I don't know, I love them. I make long sleeve versions, short sleeves like this one. Short sleeves are probably my favorite. And really, the sky's the limit. All I did was I went on Pinterest and found a chart for a small cross stitch and I just adapted it to knitting. So that's all you have to do too. Okay, so we're at the end. Make your loop a little big. Cut a long tail, so probably about a foot. Then put your tail through your loop. Pull tight. And here is your adorable Barbie sweater. Sew up the sides. Zip, zip on the inside. I usually use whip stitch. And then hide your pink within the pink so that you can't see it, and you're all done. So thanks so much for watching. Hit the like and subscribe, and if you want notifications of when I do another video, hit the little bell. It doesn't always work, so tune in on Thursdays. And yeah, have a great day. Bye now.